You got my picture. You got mine.
I got mine.
Hey, y'all, put your cameras up still. Just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in. Also, hello everyone. We're really back doing this again? We're really? Well, I guess Tyr is dead.
Well, we are.
We have the cancer that's Kashtira, but...
Lame. You
well,
can beat it.
there's new Despia / Albaz / Cartasia / the whole story support. Screw it. Here's an update for you guys. Hello, for all of you who don't know who I am Seto 7th Fanatic. Still retired Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitive duelist, but meh. The sun is really freaking bright, my god. So, anyways, it's the Despia update, Despia branded. Let's get into it. Got, of course, the beautiful playmat with Albaz and Ecclesia. Start off the profile, we have, of course, 3 copies of Aluber, Jester of Despia. Not much else to say about this. This is your main searcher. You search through all your branded spells and traps. 2 copies of Tragedy. Unfortunately, no comedy this time. But Tragedy is like your other main searcher. Searches for all your, you know, your monster stuff. 1 copy of Dramaturge. I see a lot of people cutting this card. He's really good as a 3,000 body that just comes out for free whenever you fusion summon something. And extra negate on the field. And ad libitum, Jester of Despia. For those who don't remember, these are all based on theaters. So Jester is a performer, Tragedy is a form, Dramaturge, short for dramaturgy, and ad lib is just making stuff up on the go. For the Albaz package, we have 3, count of 3, Fallen of Albaz's. You could probably get away with 2, but I just like having 3, and 1 dragon, because there's actually ways of using him now. You can do stuff with him. And that's basically it for the Albaz package. We have 2 copies of Blazing Cartasia. This card got so much better with the new fusion monster. We'll get into that in a moment. She's basically a walking polymerization on legs. For hand traps, we have 2 Tri-Brigade Mercurier. Literally, you have a fusion monster with Albaz and his name on the field. Activates an effect. Boom. And you can also just search for anything that has Fallen of Albaz in the text when it gets banished, which does happen occasionally. For more hand traps, we have 3 copies of, oh my god, a giant rock. I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's a rock and it's giant and it's arguably one of the best answers to Kashtira, and they can still play the hell around it. So, what's the point? It's Nibiru. Y'all should know who Nibiru is by now. This guy is stupid. And 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. It's Ash Blossom. This card is never not going to be good. What the heck were they thinking printing this card? I've said that ever since the first day it came out. Into the spell cards. We have 3 copies of Fusion Deployment. I waited a long time for this card to be really good. And it is now, because this just basically says Fallen of Albaz or Cartasia right out of your deck. Boom. List the specific fusion material that's on a fusion monster in your extra deck. Special summon it right out of your deck for free. So good. 3 copies of, I'm surprised this card is still at 3. Fuse from deck cards are always bad for the game. Nothing else to really say about Branded Fusion. 3 guaranteed opening, standard. Only 1 branded in red this time. You can just recycle it with other stuff, so it's not too bad to only run the 1. You can cycle it and search it any myriad of ways. 1 branded lost. Yeah, I know I hadn't run this card until now. I'm running it now just because I'm trying it out. This could easily just be a second copy of Branded in red. 3 copies of Super Polymerization because this card is still busted, and you have a variety of different ways you can use it. 1 Call by the Grave because it's still at 1 for some freaking reason. And then the Foolish and the Gold Sark for the tragedies. For trap cards, we are running 1 Branded Banishment, aka Trap Card Super Poly, and 1 Branded Retribution. This is either usable as a counter trap card or as a way to recycle your Branded Fusion and stuff when, you know, stuff goes wrong. 40 cards even in the main deck. 2 traps, I believe, 20-something monsters. Hold on, I've got it right here. Using the boy Neuron. So that way you guys can get the actual stats for it. So hold on. So my deck, Branded Despia, has got 40 cards with 21 monsters, 17 spells, and 2 traps. Next up, Extra Deck. We are now running 3 copies of Albion the Branded Dragon. This is literally your main playmaker and the main one that you want to send to the extra deck off of your other stuff. It literally just sets everything up for you. 2 Libellion, because it's like Albion except you have to discard stuff, but it makes it so we're immune to Dimension Shifter. 2 Mirror Jade, because this card is busted. 1 Titaniclad, and 1 of the new boy. Rindworm the Striking Dragon. He's kind of mad, but he's got a nice little graveyard recursion effect that'll let you bring him back or Albez and then just fuse stuff away. 1 new one, Grangurinal the Dusk Dragon. Oh boy. Blazing Cartasia and any light or dark monster. If it's fusion summoned, you send 1 level 6 or higher light or dark monster from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard. So it sets up all your send any of your extra fusion monsters that you want to just trigger their effects in the graveyard. You send any of the Bestials if you're running them. This thing is nuts. Oh, and it can also, if your opponent special summons a monster, if a monster is special summoned by your opponent's activated monster effect, except during the damage step, you can banish it and then summon any Dogmatica or Despia monster from your extra deck. Speaking of, we got 1 Despian Quiritus, and finally put this guy back in because you can finally cheat him out. I describe Despian Proskenian as Evil Hero Inferno Wing on crack. Because it's literally Evil Hero Inferno Wing, plus you just get to steal or banish your opponent's extra deck monsters that are in their graveyard. Alright, let me just attack over that Dragoon. Okay, give me the Dragoon that shouldn't be legal. Problem is he usually takes 3 materials to make. Nah. 2. Go ahead, summon something out and let me cheat it out. And Quiritus, you know, just reduces everything that's not a level 8 or higher fusion monster to 0. No Masquerade. I know, it hurts me to say it, but in this type of deck, Masquerade is just not worth it. Yeah, 600 burn is nice, but unless you're going to be building your entire deck around Masquerade, like if I was going just pure Despia and not running all the Fallen of Albaz stuff, yeah, I'd probably be running Masquerade instead of the branded package. So anyways, moving on to complete the extra deck, we have 1 Guardian Chimera, because it's Guardian Chimera. I mean, you make this thing with Branded in red, and you've got yourself 2 draws and a pop, or 2 pops and a draw. 1 Garura. Fun fact, you could also just send this off of Grangurinal and draw a card, but that's one of your main Super Poly targets right there, so why would you do that? And the other Super Poly target is Mud Dragon. And then go for the 2 generic ones, Starving Venom and Draco Stepley, unfortunately, are not as good as they used to be, according to Andrew. 1 Primal Being token. For the side deck, we have 3 Lancias, because it's Lancia. Kastera likes to banish, other decks like to banish. We can say no for a turn. 1 Ido, the Supreme Magical Force. I know a lot of people are running the Gimmick Puppet now. but this one looks prettier. That's basically my only reaction to it, is it's prettier. Standard Zombie World package, because even without the barrier statue, the birds are still a thing. 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 2 Lightning Storms, 1 Branded Expulsion for the Itto combo, 2 Eradicator Epidemic Virus. I'd find room for a 3rd, but I can't figure out something else to put in. And maybe I cut the Lightning Storms for a 3rd. I don't know. But then I have 1 card and I don't know what to put in for that. And then 3 copies of Evenly Matched, because Evenly Matched is still busted as heck. Alright, so that's Branded Despia. No Bestials. Everything else, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell down below for notifications, and we'll catch you guys later. Bowing out.